this trip honestly was the last thing on my bucket list for 2026. I mean, just the idea of not traveling with family, let alone with friends, was absolutely crazy to me. It was a plan that I had pitched to my parents on a random day, which of course I never got a straight yes to. But in the span of 2 days, somehow we planned the entire itinerary, pitched it to our parents, and actually went to Himachal. The very first time I actually came to Himachal was with my family. And as a Pahari who has been traveling to her own hometown every summer vacation for the majority of her school year, I don't know what it was about Himachal that actually caught my eye. Maybe the fact that I'm a lot older now and maybe understand the world. Same, same. So we took a night bus, travelled for 12 hours, and hit McLeodganj at around 5 in the morning. Literally slept for 3 hours, but it got covered up in all the excitement. One of my friends that I went with was actually a local from there, and it is surprising how kind these people are. They bonded over their locality, and the kind uncle gave us a huge discount for our stay. Right now, we were just in a hunt of a good restaurant because we were starving. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, traveling to the hills every summer vacation irritated me. I obviously loved nature, but as a kid, you don't want to be alone, you get bored. Now that I'm older, there is nothing more fascinating than alone time to me. I value my peace so much. By the way, right now I'm extremely shocked with how good this hot chocolate was. Delhi literally serves Bonvita in the name of hot chocolate. Hello, Bulu. I'm very selective of the people I stay around with because I'm a firm believer that you are the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with.
अरे ऐसे नहीं ऐसे लाइट आएगी सामने से
Okay. Go. The environment that you live in affects you a lot, more than you can imagine. So, the idea of nature surrounding you 24/7 brings this sort of calmness and peace inside of me. Plus, the people here are so kind and friendly, and they mind their own business, something that you'll never get in Delhi. But you know what's worse than living in a bad environment? It's living around negative people. I always try to be this positive, jolly person, which is hard to be 24/7 because, of course, I'm human at the end of the day. But I'd like to think that the people I surround myself with also bring this sort of positivity and humor into my life. Hello, good morning. It's the same thing when a friend has a contagious laugh and you laugh because they're laughing. That's exactly how I want to feel about life. I want positivity to be contagious. Motivation, discipline, self-love, I want all of that to be contagious, and that's why I value the people who value these things. Because it inspires me seeing people who are so disciplined and take care of themselves. It motivates me to do exactly the same. This is actually a pretty long trail to a monastery, which people do not know if you're not a local there. We were walking pretty slow, taking in the view, so I think it took us about around an hour and a half to do the entire thing. And we also made quite a few furry friends, but the views were breathtaking. You know, as a kid, I always dreamed of living in the big city, the typical New York American dream. I knew nothing about fashion, and that is not what enticed me, to be very honest. It was just the busy life, the modernity of it all, if that's a word. But my obsession with city life as a kid is nowhere near my love for nature as a young adult. I don't know what's the point of me showing such an aesthetic video when I show myself running back to the camera. If you ever really plan to travel to Meklo, I think the best thing about their markets is that there are so many antique and cultural specific pieces. Of course, they'll give you the tourist prices, but you need to know how to bargain there. This is actually one of the first trips that I actually put some effort into getting ready. Not that I hated anything before, I just didn't know how to. And I don't know what it is about makeup, but it makes you feel so feminine, so girly, and it honestly is the best feeling in the world. This was actually one of my big resolutions last year, to embrace what I actually like. It could be anything really, makeup was one of them because I never really put any effort or tried it. I don't know why, it could be a stereotype that I had in my head. But I'm so glad I'm embracing it, even though I may not be perfect at it. But I honestly really enjoy the me time when getting ready. And I think that's what it's really all about. Taking time to do things that you like for yourself. Hello, we're at a very pretty cafe for our morning, afternoon cup of coffee. Sorry, I'm awkward. Vlogging is not my cup of tea. Sushi, hi. It's a little crazy that 4 months down, I'm still editing this video, and in the meantime, I've come here twice already. This cafe Jimmy's is one of my absolute favorites. I never leave without coming here at least 3 to 4 times. A day, a week, that's your call. But they serve the most amazing all day breakfast menu. Say hi.
Hi.
Scooty चलाएंगे scooty. I've always wondered how days during trips feel so amazing. I think it's because every day we wake up with a mindset that we're gonna have fun today. We'll get all dressed up, eat yummy food, and see what all we can do. Just the thought of being on vacation, having no work, it puts your mind at so much ease that life starts to feel really different. I've always wondered how I can always feel this happy all the time for forever. It really is all about mindset. To wake up and think, wow, I'm going to have a great day today. I'm still looking forward to watching part 2 of Deathly Hallows. Yeah, I know, fun can be difficult when you have school and work, but maybe we can all find some time on a daily basis to do something fun for ourselves. Something that we look forward to every day. Because that feeling of good anticipation is actually what makes trips exciting. I swear though, genuinely, everything feels so different when you're away. The sun starts to hit different. You somehow feel extra pretty and confident and outgoing. You actually hate bed rotting there. But it's also the people you go with that bring out different versions of the trip. Like how they bring out different versions in you. It's genuinely crazy how much we are connected with our surroundings, how much people and places affect our moods. And to be honest, I am so glad it does, because what is life without feeling things or connected with things, whether people or nature? Because connection is what life is all about. I think we spend more time on scooties than on our feet, because riding in the hills is really fun.
बाइक होनी चाहिए स्कूटर के टाइप छोटे होते हैं ना तो ज़्यादा ही यूट्यूब चलता है मैं आपके बोल जाऊँगा भाई
Life is actually pretty decent once you get out of your head, get out of your room, explore the world, touch some grass. I promise, everything's just okay.
घर है पैसा है गाड़ी अब 2 जोड़ों में लड़की भेजो लड़की हुई हमारी ओके बाय